Hello and welcome back. In this part, we are going to learn about decision making in Linux shell scripting. Decision making allows your scripts to choose between different paths depending on conditions. This is what makes scripts dynamic and intelligent. Okay, so by the end of this part, you will understand the if statements, if else statements, elif statements, case statements, and how to use them in practical scripts. Okay, so let's get started. The if statement is used to execute commands only if a condition is true. Okay, so and we have seen about them. We have talked about them in previous parts. Okay, so we can use them like this. So let us create our script here, and we are going to use nano, and I'm going to name it mine.sh like that, and from there inside I'm going to write something. Okay, so let me show you the general syntax, okay, of our shell, of our if statement, of the if statement. So we use the if keyword, and inside the square brackets we write there the condition like that, and from there we use the then keyword, and then we execute. If that condition returns true, we run certain commands there. Okay, so from there we end our if statement using fi. Okay, like that. Okay, so let us take a look at a real example here. So we need to define, let us define this hashtag this shebang line. Okay, and then we are going to have bin slash bash bash like that, bash shell. So it's the one that we are using. So inside here, inside the condition, we are going to have our condition. So let us create a variable a, and let us store 10 in it like that, and then we are going to check if a is greater than 5. Okay, so if our variable a is greater than, so let us use like that. So we are going to use greater than 5. If it is greater than 5, okay, so if it is greater than 5, then we are going to say something. We are going to echo out, we are going to echo $a is greater than 5, like that. Okay, so if we save and then we exit, and then so from there, if we type ls, you are going to see that we have our file called mine.ls.sh, but let me use ls and then the l option. Okay, so we have mine. Where is it? Where is mine? Of music. So we have mine.sh. Okay, but we don't have the execute permission, so we need to add it there. Change mode. We want to add the execute permission on mine.sh. Okay, ls-l to confirm. As you can see, we can confirm that we now have the execute permission. Okay, so let us execute our script. So mine.sh like that. As you can see, we get 10 is greater than 5. We get our output because the condition evaluated to true. Okay, so here let us go back and I explain more. Let us go back. So here this one is checks if a is greater than 5. Okay, and then executes a command if the condition is true, and fi ends the if block. Okay, so let us take a look at the if else statement. So if you want to run an alternative command when the condition is false, we can use the if -else keyword, or we can use the if else. Okay, we can use the if else statement, so we can use the else keyword. Okay, so from there we can now come down here, so we can now do something like this. So we can use the else keyword, else, then below the else, then tab, we can echo out. Let us echo out $a is not greater than 5. Okay, so let us change a from 10 to like 3. We save, we execute, we try to run our script. As you can see, we get 3 is not greater than 5, so which means our else block has been run. Okay, so here the else block executes when the condition is false. Okay, so when you have multiple conditions, you should use the elif keyword. Okay, so let us take a look at how we can use it. So let us go back. Let's go back. So let us check if a equals to 5. Okay, so let us check. Let us use the else. So we use the else instead of using else. So we should use else at the end. Okay, as the last condition. Okay, and then in between here we can change this one to be elif. Okay, instead of else. Okay, instead of else. So any condition in between the if and the else, in between the if and the else block, we should name it, we should use the elif keyword. Okay, so we can use elif like that, and then we add another condition. We'll check for another condition. Okay, so we want to check if a is let us check if a is equals to 5, like that. Okay, and if it is equals to 5, then we are going to output a we are going to output a is equals to 5, like that. Okay, so else we can output something like this. We can say that we can echo out we can echo dollar sign a is not is less than. So let us say less than 5, like that. So okay, so let us change this one to 5, a to 5. Let us save, and then we check our elif keyword if it works. So let us execute our script. So here we're getting a near unexpected token. So on line 8 else. Okay, let us go back. So here we have, we forgot the then. Okay, so we can use then, that one. Okay, so from there we save, and then we do that, and then we execute. As you can see, a is equals to 5. A is equal to 5. Okay, so elif means else if. Okay, you can have multiple elif blocks, and the first true condition runs. Okay, so and the rest are skipped. Okay, so let us take a look at a nested if statement. So you can also nest if statements inside another if for complex conditions. Okay, so let us go back. So we can check if this one, if a is greater than 5. Okay, so if it is greater than 5, let us nest another if. Okay, let us nest another if, but before printing out, let us nest another if, and then we say that let us check another if a is greater than 5. Let us also check if a if our dollar sign a is is it equals to what? Is it equals to, let us say, is it equals to 6, like that? Okay, then so we can have our then here, then another tab, then we are going to say a is greater than 5 and equal to what? Equals to 6, like that. Okay, so if we save, so this one, if this one runs, it means that this condition has evaluated to true. Okay, otherwise we are going to output nothing. Okay, or we are going to output nothing. Okay, because these other conditions are not going to be checked for as long as this one is true. Okay, so if this one is true, evaluates to true, we are going to go inside this block. Okay, we're going to go inside this block. Okay, and then we have another condition. Okay, and if this condition is not true, this one is not going to run. Okay, and if it is false, this one is not going to run, and if it is true, this one is going to run. Okay, so from there, let us change this one to 6, and we save and we exit. We try to run our script. As you can see, unexpected end of a file. So here, line 14, let us go and fix something on line 14. Okay, so here we need to end this if. Okay, so as long as immediately we use if, we have to end it. Okay, so we forgot to end it. Let us end it using fi, like that. we save, exit, and then we run our script. As you can see, 6 is greater than 5 and equals to 6. As you can see, we get that output. Okay, so nested if statements help handle multiple dependent conditions. Okay, so let us now take a look at the case statement. So the case statement is useful when you have multiple possible values for a variable. Okay, so let us take a look at an example. Let us take a look at an example. Let us go back in our script. Let us delete all of this. Okay, let us create a variable called day, and let us set it to be a string of mon like that, mon for Monday, and then let us use the case. So to use the case, statement, okay, we use the case keyword, and then our variable day, the name of our variable, and the $sign to access it. Okay, to access its value, and then we say in if our we are checking if our day, the value in our day is in what is in. Let us check, is Monday. If it is Monday, like that, if it is mon, like that, so if it is mon, then we add a parenthesis. Okay, one parenthesis, the right parenthesis. Okay, so from there we echo if it is a man, the value. If it is man, we echo today is Monday, like that. Okay, so that's the syntax. Okay, so from there we add can add those semicolons like that. Okay, so from there we can check. Okay, so from there we can check if the value is Tuesday for Tuesday, then parenthesis, right parenthesis, and then down below we can echo out. Okay, so we can indent it or leave it like this. Okay, let us indent it like that, and then we can say that today is Tuesday, like that, and then we add those. So let us add some spaces, a space there. Then from there, let us for all, this is going to be like the default. Okay, the default. So for the default is going to, we are going to output, which means for all. Okay, for all our output, we are going to echo out. For all the values. Okay, for any value apart from mon and q, we are going to output other day, like that. Okay, so we add semicolons like that. Okay, then from there we need to end our case. Okay, so we use es, and then like that. Okay, like that. So let me explain. So each pattern ends with the right parenthesis. Okay, sign the right parenthesis, or call it the bracket. Okay, and commands end with the double semicolons. Okay, and the asterisk here is the default case. Okay, and the ESSC ends the case block, and case statements are cleaner than multiple elif statements. Okay, for multiple choices. Okay, so if we try to save, and then we try to exit, and then we try to run our script, as you can see, today is Monday. Okay, so let us go back and we change. Go back into Nana, and then we change mon, we change to fly, save, we exit, we run our script again. Other day we get other day, so we get the default. Okay, so even if we change to q, to wed, save, exit, run our script, as you can see, we get other day. So other day is the default block, is under the default block. Okay, so we can also combine operators and decisions. Okay, so you can combine comparison and logical operators with the decision making. Okay, so you can try out that, and leave a comment after you have done so and your code has worked. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you if you have subscribed to this channel and if you have liked the video. Thank you so much.